Few tales are told of Hades, whose very name inspires fear and penitence, reminding us of the inevitable fate which we all share. I, however, mean to tell you such a tale. Listen carefully.
Goodbye, Father.
Hi there. My name is Partybug, and this is
To hell with
Hadeez,
this place.
an action roguelike designed by Supergiant Games. And together, you, me, and our protagonist, Prince Zagreus,
I'm leaving.
are getting the hell out of here. Zagreus has a few ways to do that, and a few things that'll help him. Mainly, Stygius, the Blade of the Underworld. Now there's a few different things this thing can do. It has a 3-strike attack, a dashing thrust attack, and a special attack that hits through an area. Other tricks Zagreus has is something called a cast, in which he just throws his blood at an enemy and it sticks inside of him. It deals a little bit of damage and it stays stuck in them until you kill them. Or for around 5 or 6 seconds. Now admittedly, it's not very useful right now, but that'll probably change shortly.
There she is. It's got to be her. Then here goes nothing. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Hail, noble cousin. Now, let's get you from that miserable place. I'll see that all of us upon Olympus do our part, beginning here with me.
Athena, goddess of wisdom, will be giving us our first boon, a special ability that will last throughout the run. She has a few, but I'm going to go ahead and go with Failing Shot,
I know
which
you
is
can't
going to
give
improve
me
our
all the way where
cast.
You are, goddess, but thank you.
So as I said before, it doesn't do much damage, but now it's a little different. Now it looks like that. It hits a bit harder, and it will deflect any projectiles it runs into.
Come, wretches.
Athena's mostly about reflecting things and shields, although she has a few other uses. But that's kind of her deal.
You should have listened.
That thing we just picked up is a chthonic key. It'll be useful later to unlock permanent upgrades. But up here we got another god. Bet you can't guess who this is. So the floating heads are called numbskulls, and they are shades that prey on other shades who try to leave their station. And the flying projectile throwing enemies that we'll see in just a moment are called wretched witches, and they are the shades of those who practice black magic in life. Neither of them are too scary, in small numbers at least. In larger numbers, it gets a little harder to keep track of them, and you might get tagged once or twice by something.
That was revelry? People having a good time? Well, sure then. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I'll accept this message.
Hey there, Zag man, how's it going? Look, you have got to get here with the rest of us already. We've been saving you a spot. Let me see what I can do. Make life a little sweeter for you in the meantime.
Yep, Dionysus, god of wine, and objectively the best god. He gives us a few different boons. He's focused on hangover and health. Let's grab Drunken Strike. That's going to boost our attack.
Liven things up around here.
Not in terms of damage, but it will allow us to inflict the hangover effect, which is, in other games, poison. In this game they call it hangover, but what it does is, when an enemy is inflicted with it, they will take damage over time.
That's something.
This is Darkness. It is a meta currency we will use to improve throughout our runs. Now we got a choice here. We can either go for cash or a pomegranate. And I'm going to choose pomegranate.
palm of power.
Palms of
Don't have to
Power
eat.
allow you to upgrade one of your boons to the next level. I'm gonna go with Phalanx Shot. Let's make this thing hit pretty hard. Let's also take a stop by the shop.
I think I hear the river. Charon's shop. Why, good to see you, Charon, mate. Just minding my own business, taking in the sights, and hey, what's that you got? Some sort of wares for sale? And I'll just have a look around.
Charon, though not very talkative, does have some nice things for sale that we can't afford. Other than darkness, but I'm going to skip on that. Conveniently, the money's right outside his shop.
Not now. They're armored.
Now notice these guys have a yellow glow around them. That means they have armor. Armor means that they don't get staggered by attacks. So you have to be a little more careful. You can't just go up and wail on them. You have to actually dodge out of the way of things and keep track of what they're doing.
I can't. No. Coin from the dead. I bet Charon's going to want all this.
It looks like another Palm of Power's ahead.
Delicious.
Since we got our cast last time, let's level up our Drunken Strike this time. Even though I think cast would probably be the better investment. And we could head to Dionysus, but I'm thinking maybe a bit of health would be nice. So let's check out this heart and see what it does. We talked a bit about numbskull already. We also see the two other primary types of enemies in here, at least for now. The Wretched Lout, which is the big fat guy. They are the shades of mortals who were unusually aggressive, unpleasant, or uncouth in life. And the Wretched Thug, those are the big jack guys, and they were people who were brutish, cruel, or unscrupulous.
A centaur heart.
Centaur hearts give us a permanent plus 25 HP. Chthonic keys are also useful for upgrades throughout the game. They'll allow us to unlock ways to make ourselves more powerful in every run. Not too useful now, but definitely useful later.
Power. Felt something.
And thankfully, we found a shop. We also have money to buy things this time. So let's buy a heart.
I'll pay for that.
A little bit of darkness. And then this door looks interesting. Let's see what's beyond here.
Well, Well, this is awkward.
Halt, Zagreus. Not one step further.
Come on, Meg. Haven't we had more than enough of each other by now? Besides, don't you have someplace else to be?
Your father sent me. All in all, I'd rather be on your bad side than his. Now you can turn back, like a good little man, or I can send you home the painful way. What'll it be?
I'll have to go with the painful way.
A man after my own heart.
Seems like there's some history there. But let's not worry about that right now. Right now, we gotta worry about the first boss, Megara the Fury.
Like this quick. That was nothing.
Looks like we're going the painful way.
Damn it. I'm home.
Welcome to the House of
Carry on,
Hades.
everyone, don't mind me.
This is probably going to be one of the few times we actually visit it in a video. Notably, Zagreus cannot die. He's a god of the underworld. Whenever he dies, he just comes back here, where we can meet a few new friends.
Back already.
Welcome to the House of Hades, where... Wait, I know you. Guess that means you died out there, huh? Well, don't be sad, though. Pretty much everybody dies sometime.
Some of us more than others.
Hypnos is our greeter. We'll be seeing a lot of him every time we die.
You've returned.
Over in the West Hall,
Good to see you, lad. Despite the circumstances. Remember your training out there. The pain of death is but another obstacle.
And fear is for the weak. Take care, Achilles.
we find Achilles, along with the trophy room over here.
The House of Hades. That dark and lavishly appointed lair of the underworld's king is home not just to him, but to his willful progeny.
You know I can hear you, old man.
And a few areas we can't get to quite yet. The House of Hades is also home to the dog. And the dog, and the other dog.
Infernal watchdog Cerberus regards the underworld prince with mixed emotions, from purest joy to deepest melancholy.
You watch over things for me, won't you, boy? You know I'd take you if I could. There's a good boy.
Remember to show love and kindness to your animals. Give them the respect they deserve.
Stupid boy. I told you nobody gets out of here, whether alive or dead. So how was your wanton ransacking of my domain?
Greetings, Father. My ransacking was a delight, thank you for asking. So I'll just be on my way again.
Be on your way indeed. What do I care? You shall never reach the surface. Go, see for yourself.
You have come home. Do not despair, child. Such setbacks are inevitable and may be overcome with effort and with time. You made contact with the goddess Athena. She shall be true to her word.
I believe it, Nyx. I'm grateful that you put us into contact. I know you took a considerable risk in reaching out.
The risk is not to me. I expected the Olympians would involve themselves in this eventually. Reveal to them no more than they already know. Are we understood?
Yes, we are.
Then go.
Seems like things might be more than they appear. Nyx, also, is going to be very useful to us throughout the runs. Our most staunch ally, if you will. Oh, before we go, we should see what the dead are talking about.
How goes it, Shades?
not too much.
Hey, room. I'm back.
This is Zagreus' room. It's a bit of a mess, and there's not too much here we can use. But let's take a look down here.
The bedchambers of Prince Zagreus lie in a perpetual state of utter disarray, despite his lord and master of the house repeatedly insisting that he pick everything up.
Oh, come on. It's not that bad, is it?
This, though, is the most important thing in here.
Night and darkness guide me.
This is what we can use our darkness on. We only have a few options available right now, but we'll get more. Very important, this last one gives us another dash. So we're going to want to unlock that as soon as possible, as well as Death Defiance, which will give us essentially an extra life. So let's grab that. And Vitality, which will heal us for 1 whole point when we go through rooms. How useful.
The power of darkness.
And up here, we can meet our last friend.
Okay. I can escape through that pink window there.
We've got a few weapons here. These are one of the things our keys are useful for. We can unlock different weapons.
There we go. Coronacht, the Heart Seeker. Let's deal some death. Psst, over here. What the?
Nice place you got here, boyo. Name's Skelly, how's it going? But enough with the small talk already. I'm here to do a job. So let me have it. Give me everything you got.
I don't remember having you on payroll, mate. Who's your supervisor?
Oh, I'm not about to wrap my sources, pal. Just try and beat it out of me.
If you insist.
That's the stuff.
Skelly has a fondness for violence. We'll talk a little bit more about the bow later, probably in the next video. But for right now, I'm going to get back to the run.
No turning back.